Hello. I think this transmission message is going to be a bit quicker, and I got the ping to start recording, and there was literally as I was about to do it, there was a siren in the background, and where I am I have not heard any sirens at all. And I noticed today when I got up to leave, it's 9:44 on the clock right now, and I got up to leave somewhere at 9:11. So it's crazy that I got up at 9:11 and now the sirens are coming in when I push record. So yeah, normally I record YouTube Patreon, but I recorded a YouTube and I haven't uploaded it yet, and I didn't do the Patreon portion, so I was a bit hesitant to do a YouTube again recording. But yeah, that could be a message in itself. Maybe there's something that feels a bit out of order, that you're feeling guided to just go into the present moment and tune into that. There were a few different things that I was feeling, and one of them was a dream. I've actually had two dreams in one last night and one the night before I wanted to record about. And the one the night before I think is going to need its own recording, so I'll probably do that next. But the one that I had last night was actually okay. I just felt like a gust of wind come in, and there was some lightning in the sky, which I hadn't really seen since I'm currently in Mexico. I've been here for almost 2 weeks. And it's crazy because my original plan that I came here for, just completely changed, and I took a really big leap of faith and left the place that I was after almost 2 weeks, and just found a random place or seemingly random place, and I'm kind of just really going with the present moment here. But I got a ping to pack my stuff and go, so I did. Anyway, so this could be significant for someone. Maybe it doesn't have to be this exact scenario. I just paused because I ordered some food to go. And there was something that I wanted, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to ask. There was a little bit of a language barrier, but we figured it out, and she got me exactly what I wanted. Anyway, there's just something about not rushing through the moment and taking your time with, it's okay to want things, I feel it's I don't have all the time right now to go through it, but it's funny, and I said that because time is also shifting and changing. I'm gonna finish this later. Okay, so there may not be a flow, a stream flow to this recording because I've paused multiple times and I honestly don't remember where I left off. But I'm going to trust there's a reason for that, especially because when I started this transmission or this message, I was speaking on how I sort of pivoted today and decided to kind of redirect. And I'm actually taking the day to just play a little, and then maybe chart a little bit more of my plan tomorrow. So yeah, that could be a message for someone. But the dream that I was speaking about that I had last night, it was actually of a friend who I haven't seen in quite a bit, but we've known each other, for a really long time. We met in grade school. Our sisters became best friends in kindergarten. And yeah, if you ever listen to this, you guys, the sisters, you'll know who you are. But in my dream, the friend who I'm speaking of is a singer. She's been a singer her whole life. And she, in the dream, was basically being told how and what to sing. And I kept showing up in strange ways in the dream in her life to help her remember that she's a songwriter, and to help her have the courage to write some of her own music. And when I first woke up, I had a lot going on today, so I was like, what is this? And I actually got the chance to listen to something that sparked like a memory or a knowing, and that sort of like grounded more of the information or interpretation from the dream. And it really felt like I said, if you will know who you are if you hear this, and maybe this is for you too, but I also feel like a collective message of like really taking the time to believe in yourself if you have some sort of like, because the friend that I'm speaking of that I had this dream when we were teenagers, actually she had a journal that she would write her own lyrics in, and she did get to record an album, and she's been, like I said, a singer her whole life. But I can't remember if she released anything that she wrote, maybe like co-wrote, but I always felt like she used to help me with my English assignments in high school and college. Like, she's always been so great with words. And anyway, so that could be very specific for someone. Like, maybe you also are a writer in some form, whether it's music, any type of, poetry, something that is of the written or spoken word. And this is just like an encouragement or a validation to not give up, because like or maybe to come back to it. Maybe it's something you've done earlier in your life, or on the back burner, or on the low, and now it's like coming forward in a more like attention grabbing way. Not that you're doing it for attention, but like to actually put some effort into it, and effort into like sharing it in some way, or expanding your already existing practice. It will be different for each of you. Yeah. It feels like the energy behind whatever you're doing is, I heard the word crucial, which sounds like super dramatic, but it's like, I've been saying this a lot lately, and I know I'm not the only one at all. Maybe you've been saying this too. I feel like people are really craving like authenticity right now. And when I say it, that word can be like a little overused and annoying, but just, like honest, raw expression, even if you think it's like silly or not that big of a deal. There's like something about your essence coming through whatever it is that you're creating. So this was just a short, I almost like stuttered. I was going to say short, sweet, and simple little thing that wanted to come through. But yeah. Okay, thank you so much for listening.